In this video, I'll show you how to make an art brush so that we can make floral clip art for our fall design series. I'm using the Essentials workspace. I'm going to click on the Libraries tab, drag it out and close it, and then I'll come up to Window and click on Brushes. I need the Brushes panel, so I'm going to click on the little tab and drag it and dock it next to the Layers tab. Then I'll close out Swatches and Symbols. Come to the left toolbar, click on the ellipsis, and I'm going to come up to this little top right icon, and I'll change from the basic setting, which is the default, to advanced. Now I'll recenter my artboard using the keyboard shortcut Command 0. I'll come to the Properties panel, and I'm going to turn my grids on. I'll go to the Ruler and Grids section and click on the center icon. I'm going to go to the Guides area and turn on my Smart Guides, and then under Snap Options, I'll click the center icon, which is the Snap to Grid. And now I'm ready to begin my art brush. And I'll start with the stem. I'll use the Line Segment tool, keyboard shortcut \. And once I have that tool activated, I'll just click on the artboard, and that opens up the Line Segment Tool Options dialog box. I'll type in 5 inches for the length, and then I'm going to press the Tab key and type in 90 degrees, and then press the Return key, and that gives me a 5-inch line. I'll come over to the Properties panel, and I'm going to click on the icon for the stroke, and I'll give it a black color, and I'm going to increase the weight to 2 points. Next, we're going to draw our leaves, and we'll use the Ellipse tool, keyboard shortcut L. I'll click on my artboard, and that opens up the Ellipse dialog box. I'm going to type in a 1/2 inch for the width, and then tab down to height and type in 1 inch and press the Return key. And that gives me my ellipse. But I want for the top anchor and the bottom anchor to be pointed. So I'll come over to the left toolbar where the pen tool is displayed, and you can see this little triangle down here, which means that if I press on the pen tool, it's going to bring out some more options. And here's where I find the anchor point tool, which is keyboard shortcut Shift-C. And when I press on this top anchor, it converts it to a corner. So I'll press also on the bottom anchor, and then I'll get the selection tool, keyboard shortcut V, and I'm going to relocate my ellipse to the top of my stem and release my mouse. Now I need to make a copy of this ellipse, so I'll hold down the Option key and just drag to the right, and that gives me an exact copy. I'll move this ellipse and center it over the stem. I want the bottom anchor to be a 1/2 inch below the bottom anchor of the first ellipse. Each of these squares is 1 inch, so if I count down 4 rows, I have it exactly where I want it. Now I need to rotate this ellipse, and so I'm going to get the Rotate tool, keyboard shortcut R. That places the rotate ball in the center of the object, but I need to rotate from the bottom of the ellipse. I'm going to hold down the Option key and click on that anchor, and that brings up the Rotate dialog box. I'm going to actually rotate this at a -45 degree angle, so I'll just type in -45, and then I'll press my Return key, and that places the rotation exactly where I want it. Now I'm going to make a copy of this ellipse, and I want to place it 7 rows beneath this ellipse. And so I'm going to count down 7 rows. I'll hold down my Option key, and then let's drag. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and release my mouse. And before I deselect that ellipse, I'm going to duplicate the move by pressing Command D, Command D, and Command D. That gives me the 5 leaves on the right side of my stem. I'm going to click on the artboard to deselect that last leaf, and then I'm going to select all 5 of the leaves, and I'm going to group them using the keyboard shortcut Command G. Now I want to mirror these so that I can make a copy for the other side of my stem. I'll come over to the left toolbar, and the rotate tool is showing, but I have that little triangle, so I know if I press down it gives me other options. And that brings up the reflect tool, which is keyboard shortcut O. And once it is selected, I'm going to double click on it, and that brings up the reflect dialog box. And I do want for this to be a vertical reflection, and I want it to make a copy. So I'm going to press copy. And then I'll use my left arrow key, and I'm going to keep arrowing over until my leaves intersect with the stem. And I'll get the selection tool, keyboard shortcut V, and deselect everything on the artboard. I'll select all of the objects, and I'm going to ungroup them using the keyboard shortcut Shift Command G. And that is going to let me select each one of these leaves individually. And I'm going to start with the top leaf, and I'm going to give it a fill color of the CMYK color 90, 30, 95, 30. And then I'm going to just find the other ones. I want this to be the fourth one, so we'll click here, and then I'll get the eyedropper tool, keyboard shortcut I, and I'll just click on that first ellipse, and then I'm going to get the selection tool, keyboard shortcut V, and I'll select the other leaf that I want that dark green color, and I'll get the eyedropper tool again, keyboard shortcut I, and click on the dark green. Now I'll get the selection tool, and I'm going to select all of the leaves that are going to be the light green color. You can look over here at my sample. I'll hold down the Shift key, and that allows me to select several at the same time. And then I'll come over to the Properties panel, and I'm going to apply the color CMYK 50, 0, 100, 0. But before they will take the color, I have to release the Shift key. So now I can click on the green color and the change is made. Now let's try that again. I'll select the leaves that are going to be that dark orange, hold down the Shift key and select both of these, and then come over to the Properties panel, and I'll apply the fill color CMYK 0, 80, 95, 0. And I have to release the Shift key first and then press on that color, and it gives the dark orange. One last time, I'll select these leaves holding down the Shift key, and this time I'll use the CMYK color 0, 35, 85, 0, and we have all of the leaves filled with the color. Now I'm going to get the width tool. It is keyboard shortcut Shift W. I'll show you what it looks like on the left toolbar, and then we're going to just select it, Shift W, and it has this little wavy line next to my arrow. Then I'll hold my mouse down, and I'm going to click on that bottom anchor, and I'm just going to slightly drag it out and thicken that bottom stem, and then I'm going to click on the artboard to deselect it. Now I'll get the selection tool, keyboard shortcut V, and I'm going to select all of the objects, and I'm going to group them using the keyboard shortcut Command G. Now I'm almost ready to make my art brush, but first I need to rotate this design because it has to go into the brushes panel horizontal. If it doesn't, the repeat is going to look like this. I'm going to hold down the Option key and just drag it so that it would just repeat over and over like that, and that's not what we want. So I'll undo that, keyboard shortcut Command Z and Command Z. And one other thing about the rotation, I like to draw my floral art from the bottom up. And so I'm going to place the stem on the left side as I rotate. If you like to draw from the top down, then when you rotate, move the stem to the right side. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to select our design. I'll get the rotate tool, keyboard shortcut R, and I'll hold the Shift key down and drag until my design is horizontal and release my mouse. I'll get the selection tool, keyboard shortcut V, and I'll open the brushes panel, and I'm going to drag and drop our design into the brushes panel. That brings up the new brush dialog box, and we're going to select art brush and say OK. And then we have our art brush options box, and I'm going to name this multicolor floral, and then I'm going to check scale proportionately and say OK. Now I'm going to just move this up out of the way, and I'm going to get the paintbrush tool, which is keyboard shortcut B, and my brush is selected, and so I just drag and draw, and it's as simple as that. Now, I told you I like to draw from the bottom up. If I started at the top down, it would be upside down. So all you would need to do, if you like to draw that direction, let me delete these. I'm going to make a copy of this. I'll hold down the Option key and just drag it down, and then I'm going to rotate this, keyboard shortcut R. I'll hold down my Shift key and I'm going to drag in the other direction, and then I'll get the Selection tool, keyboard shortcut V, and drag this design into the Brushes panel. Select Art Brush, say OK, and let's just put top down for now, and select Scale proportionately and say OK. I'm going to recenter my artboard, keyboard shortcut Command 0. And now when I get the paintbrush tool, keyboard shortcut B, I can draw from the top down. Either direction is going to work just fine. And now we have our art brush ready for our fall design series. We have one more video that is going to show you how to make a fall letter design with double strokes, and then we'll be ready for our repeating pattern. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I encourage you to do so and press that little notification bell so that you don't miss a single episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Bye now.